In the magical village of Nurpur, where trees glowed like lanterns and fireflies hummed like tiny stars, a strange darkness crept one night, swallowing all light. Lanterns dimmed, the glowing vines turned gray, even the moon hid behind the clouds, and everyone whispered, "The light of Nurpur has vanished." In a small hut at the forest's edge lived Arsalan, a bright-eyed 9-year-old boy with a heart full of courage and curiosity twice his size. When the lights went out, others trembled, but Arsalan peeked outside his window and whispered, "Since Allah made the light, He can guide me to its source." As he stepped outside, the glowing paths of Nurpur flickered faintly beneath his feet, as if inviting him to follow. With a tiny lantern and his pet firefly Lulu perched on his shoulder, Arsalan tiptoed through the enchanted forest. He crossed glowing mushroom fields, dodged bouncing pollen pods, and climbed over singing vines that giggled when touched. But deeper inside the forest, the air turned cold, the lights dimmed again, and a whisper echoed, "Turn back, little boy, or be lost forever." Arsalan gripped his lantern tighter and said boldly, "I fear nothing, for Allah is with me." The glowing footprints led him to the mouth of the Cave of Whispers, hidden behind a curtain of shimmering vines. Inside, everything was eerily silent, except for the faint hum of a floating crystal deep within. It was the heart crystal, the source of Nurpur's light, but it was trapped inside dark smoke, a twisting shadow that spoke with a hiss. "You think you can free it? You are too small, too weak." Arsalan stepped forward, voice trembling but firm. "Maybe I am small, but my Lord is the greatest." The shadow whirled around him like a storm, knocking over his lantern, surrounding him in pitch black. Arsalan fell to his knees. Fear filled his chest, but he remembered his mother's words, "Tie your camel, and then trust Allah." So he placed his hand on his heart and whispered, "Ya Allah, I've done my part. I trust you completely," and recited, "Hasbi Allahu la ilaha illa huwa hayyul qayyum." Suddenly, a golden light burst from the crystal, piercing through the darkness. The shadow screamed and vanished like smoke in the wind, and the heart crystal glowed brighter than ever before, flooding the entire cave with light. Outside, the entire forest of Nurpur reignited. Trees shimmered in gold, flowers bloomed in rainbow light, and the villagers cheered. Arsalan stood on the hilltop, his lantern now glowing on its own, brighter than before. He smiled at Lulu the firefly and whispered, "See, Lulu, Allah never forgets those who trust Him." The villagers called him Arsalan the Brave, but he just bowed his head humbly and said, "It wasn't me, it was Allah's mercy." And as the stars twinkled above Nurpur, the village imam recited Quranic ayah, "And whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him." So children, when darkness surrounds you, do your best by putting your trust only in Allah, because for those who rely upon Him, even their darkest nights turn to light.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more magical Islamic stories.